Welcome back to Metables and welcome back to another Smalland reaction. Fun fact, I did one of these 2 or 3 years ago, and I forgot how much I love watching challenge-based content. Recently, this one popped onto my feed and I was like, you know what? Let's do it again. Let's do another one. So if you end up enjoying this reaction, please leave more recommendations in the comments below of what other challenges, what other channels you'd like to see me react to. Otherwise, let's just get into it. Hi, how's it going? Check out this thing. I greatly appreciate it. Consider liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever you want to do. All right, this is my reaction channel. I also have a gaming channel that I made recently too. So if you like gaming stuff, go check that out. So what inspired me to come and like revisit reacting to challenge videos is I love them. I don't know what's so addicting about it. I just fell down a little rabbit hole. I'm like, you know what? Let's get back into this shit. I want to try out some challenge videos. So at some point, I'm in the process of writing a script for my own challenge video right now. So I figured I'd watch some professionals do it and how they kind of go through and storytell and I guess make their videos and kind of like learn from the best, you know what I mean? So I guess if you like the idea of challenge videos, I'm gonna attempt to do my own over there and we'll see how that goes. All right, otherwise we're just doing playthroughs currently, but I just absolutely admire the dedication, the quality, and the ideas. I just think it's a great time. All right, so I'm hoping to learn a lot from just watching other people do them and just to see, you know, what people enjoy, you know, because I really like them myself. Anyway, I took Minecraft's most popular challenge to its absolute limits. Minecraft.
Minecraft is the most popular game of all time, and Skyblock is its most popular challenge. Released way back in 2012, it's been downloaded millions of times and recreated in 1,000 different ways. The concept is simple. You start on a floating island in the void with a tree, a block of ice, and a lava bucket. That's all the challenge gives you.
Interesting. Okay, so again, if you're new here, I guess I haven't explained this yet. I like to talk a lot. All right, so we're gonna pause. We're gonna talk about decisions. We're gonna talk about creative control or whatever. I like picking apart videos and just like see what I appreciate, what's a good idea. I'm like, oh, I didn't know about that, and kind of just ask you guys about just the game in general, the content creator, stuff like that. I love discussion and I love kind of talking about just content in general. I've only ever attempted to do a not necessarily a speed run in Minecraft, but more of like an attempt to beat Minecraft without dying in hardcore, but not like, but I have to like push to the end. You know what I mean? I don't really know what to call it because it's not speed running, but it kind of is speed running. But compared to speed runners, it's not really speed running. I spawn in and I just try to get to the end as fast as possible and beat it without like prepping a fuck ton. You know what I mean? And that was still hard in itself, so I can't even imagine what the fuck you're supposed to do here.
And the original goals of the map were quite elementary, like make a bed or bake some bread.
Okay.
For me, these were too easy. I wanted more. I made my own list of goals.
Holy shit. This is a beautiful layout, by the way. My OCD is pretty happy looking at this. This is delightful. Holy shit. Expand the island. Easy enough. Okay. Wandering trader farm. Whatever the fuck that means. Good gold farm. Every bucket type, like a thing with it in a bucket, or can you make different kinds of buckets? A nautilus shell. I think we're playing 2 different games. I've played a good amount of Minecraft, again that challenge, but I don't think I've seen a lot of this nor know about it. I'm still a baby. Anyway,
things like full diamond armor with perfect enchants, getting all potion effects.
What's a perfect enchant? Like the highest stat enchant? Because there's different like levels of it, or like the perfect for the slot
at once, along with all the other possible advancements, and the most difficult one of all, a blue axolotl. I wanted to do a comprehensive playthrough of this map, and I wasn't going to stop until I had taken it to its absolute limits. And after 2,000 days, I can say I've done just that.
well, all right. 2,000 real days or like 2,000 like in-game days? Because 2,000 real days is quite some fucking time. There's no way, right? It's gotta be in-game days.
So, if you like the video and want more like it, please subscribe. This took way too long. To take on a journey this great, I had to break it down into 4 phases. Okay. Phase 1 is getting the basics.
Oh my god, so responsible. Oh, isn't that nice? See, all right, so while I'm writing my script now, I want to like, this is not necessarily about whatever. I learned after finishing my first draft of the script, I'm like, hey, maybe I should have like storyboarded or like had chapters or something like that, because like I just started writing. I just started following the stream and I'm like, you know what? I'll just follow along and I'll write as I go. it went okay, but after I finished it, I'm like, you know what? This could have been done better. And now I know moving forward, I should probably do phases, chapters, storyboarding, whatever it means, whatever it takes to kind of organize it and maybe have a better time pacing out the script.
It started as all Skyblock worlds do, the trusty cobblestone generator. I very carefully excavated some precious dirt and logs, destroyed the ice to get the water flowing, and placed the lava to create my first cobblestone of many. This took 7 minutes. I was being very careful, okay? I diligently mined cobblestone throughout my first night to reach the desert island by the morning, which had some additional loot. 27 sand, some cactus, melon, pumpkin seeds, and an incredibly convenient 10 obsidian. Back when this map was originally created, there was no way to renewably get any of these things, which made this chest necessary. However, since I was on version 1.18, I technically didn't require this island. It just sped things up a lot. I continued collecting cobblestone and expanding the island until...
That's crazy. Okay, all right, I see in here you have slabs, and I think slabs is like half or a third of the actual block. So I guess that's a great way to make, oh yeah. That's a great way to make, I was gonna say make bridges across, because I saw the bridges here, but I didn't even realize the platform. You could basically take what you got and you double it to, that's a lot more, there's a little bit of econ in here. I mean, that's pretty cute though. That's a very cute, I didn't even think about that. Where are you taking those stairs for? This has to have to give people that are afraid of heights so much anxiety. I love the idea of this. There's no fucking way I can do it though.
Yo, wait a minute. Our tree grew. Let's go.
Sick.
This tree was just as important as the first, as the original tree only dropped a single sapling. If the leaves here didn't give us more, the challenge would be cut short.
I didn't even think about that. So is the beginning of any one of these RNG based because you need a seed in order to regrow the trees? That's crazy. So if you just start one and you chop down this tree improperly or make, I don't know if it's a mistake or if it's just RNG or not, but like that you're fucked. That's crazy.
For just 30 minutes. Okay. Please drop. Okay, there's an apple. There's a stick. I don't see any saplings yet. Okay. There's another sapling. We're going infinite, boys.
That's
Luckily, this wasn't the case. I got 2 saplings from the tree, and wood never became an issue. More importantly, though, I got an apple, which is the key to breaking Skyblock wide open.
Why are you making it scary?
Wasn't ready to use it just yet. I had some farming to do.
How would you make the next fucking shot? Look at that. I was about to say, I'm like, all right, so how do you take this dirt and expand it so you can grow all these trees? You pick the dirt up and you turn them into little, like little pots. That's actually adorable. I'm telling you, dude, maybe I don't have the brain for this.
So I made some cobblestone upgrades to the island and ventured into the nether, using wood and lava to light the portal. And the nether had a few more items, but again, they weren't technically required.
Interesting. So you got a different seed, ice block, was it? I don't know why I expected the nether to be like a real nether. I guess it's just another little block when you get in there.
The extra piece of ice was nice though. The real bounty to be gleaned was from the mobs. I made a rudimentary zombie piglin farm in the nether using some wood.
Rudimentary? 30 hours later. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
But again, they weren't technically required. The extra piece of ice was nice though. The real bounty to be gleaned was from the mobs.
The real bounty to be gleamed. I am I'm telling you right now, I don't talk like that. So I have maybe a first grade level of fucking reading and writing, all right? Rudimentary, that looks like it gets the fucking job done. But I guess the bad part would be having to go down to get it instead of it falling down to you.
At a rudimentary zombie piglin farm in the nether using some wood. What the hell? This is not the time. No.
Oh, that's nuts.
No. It's on fire. It's on fire.
That's so fucked. Oh my, well, you have a limited cobblestone, so would it not be more responsible to make it out of cobblestone? But I guess I wouldn't have even expected that thing to spawn. I'd be very upset.
Which, in hindsight, may have not been the best idea. The farm provided some incredible value. Not only did zombie piglins supply an infinite source of gold, they also unlocked new ways to get more dirt, wool, iron, obsidian, and ender pearls.
That's true. That's true. While I was doing my speedruns, that was a big portion of it, was trading with the piglins, and The RNG is usually not great with it, but you get what you get, and you just, if you get one ender pearl, you get one ender pearl. It's one less you have to farm later, right?
All thanks to piglin bartering. By trapping a piglin inside the farm and chucking ingots at
I know
it,
this
I was
part.
able to transmute the gold into the entire piglin bartering drop table.
What the fuck? There's percentage. I guess that makes sense. So I was working with the 2% ratio. Huh. Okay. That explains a lot. That explains a lot, and that's why I got so many of those stupid goddamn arrows. Yep. All right. Learning.
A list of 18 items, nearly all of which were beneficial in some way.
Sure.
Like the gravel, for example. By combining it with dirt to make
Just real quick. Oh my god. I know it's extremely unnecessary, but just that little graphic that went around the gravel.
all of which were beneficial in some way. Like the gravel, for example.
I don't know what percentage of you actually edit or can do this kind of shit. Shout out to you guys. All right. That little effect. Loved it. Love that little thing.
By combining
Sick.
it with dirt to make coarse dirt, you could then turn the coarse dirt back into regular dirt.
Oh.
Essentially converting gravel into new dirt.
What?
With the zombie piglin farm done, there was only one more project before we could make use of that apple.
Sure.
A regular mob farm. So I whipped up a simple design, and after a couple of hiccups, it was working great. The only thing to do now was to wait.
Okay.
Oh, there's a witch. Now we just need a zombie villager. Villager trading in Minecraft is a particularly powerful and exploitable mechanic.
Okay.
If you do it right, villagers can easily grant you a limitless stock of valuable items.
That's crazy. What are these trade values? How did you get your pricing from 24 to 1? What do you have to sleep with them? I don't want to know.
The only problem I had was a lack of villagers to trade with.
Sure.
This is where that zombie villager comes in. If I could turn that zombie villager into a regular villager, Skyblock would open right up.
I didn't know you could do that.
And lucky for me, all the pieces to this puzzle were already in place.
I don't know what that means either.
To convert a zombie villager, I needed two things.
Okay.
The first was a weakness potion, and getting one of those without a brewing stand is impossible. Fortunately, someone else had made some just for me. A witch, who, if you are poisoned above 4 hearts and within 3 blocks, has a 25% chance of throwing a weakness.
How the fuck do you know this? How do people know this? Like, all right, it's one thing that exists on the internet, right? At some point, someone was fucking around. Would they just hang out with a witch all day and just kind of tested out like numbers? It's like, all right, well, I'm above this. These things. All right, mini rant here. This is the R&D portion of challenge videos. All right, this is the sick shit right here. All right, someone hung out with a fucking witch villager for ages to find out. Unless this is a lot more common knowledge than I expected, it's just like in a rule book or something. But like someone hung out with them with full health. It's like, this isn't really working. And then they stood a little bit closer and they took a little bit more damage. Like, wait a minute, they're starting to drop this shit now. So like, it's just crazy to me that like someone met those criteria and learned that there's a 25% chance to get that. Crazy to me.
This potion at you. Just stand near the zombie villager and bam! Step 1 complete. Now for the second step, I finally got to use that apple. By taking the gold from the zombie piglins and combining it with the tasty red fruit, I can feed it to the weakened zombie and kick off the villager conversion process.
I didn't even know you can feed it to other people. I'm aware of the golden apples. I didn't know you can give it to a zombie.
This experience wasn't without its complications. I think that was damage. No! That's death number 1.
Okay, I don't know why I assumed it was hardcore or some shit.
No! What the oh my god, we lost the apple, didn't we? That's the only thing that fell.
That's nuts.
Here we go. We got it. Okay, it's being purified.
Oh,
We got it. Let's go. 8 hours of work. I had finally done it.
8 hours of work. Oh wait, well that's from the beginning. Okay, all right. I thought for some reason it was like you spent 8 hours making that. I guess you technically could have, but like, still kind of crazy.
A single villager, which wasn't actually enough. I needed 2. So after I transported this revived fella to a safe spot, I did it again. Weakness. I'll take another one.
I will say all these monster noises around me is giving me a little bit of anxiety.
Look at him! With 2 villagers and enough beds, I could go infinite. The villagers could procreate endlessly, meaning I now had access to hundreds of new items through their trading system. My first priority was better tools. I started by placing down fletching and smithing tables to assign the villagers some occupations.
That's how that works? They get jobs based off the blocks? That's cute as shit. We're learning a lot. We are 5 minutes in, and I already learned more about Minecraft than the last, 4 years combined.
Fletcher to turn sticks into emeralds, and a toolsmith to turn the emeralds into diamonds.
Okay.
Well, diamond tools, that is.
Okay.
By leveling up the toolsmith with repeated trading, I was able to enter the next stage, the Diamond Age. Now that I had a solid foundation for a capitalist economy, I was finally ready to make some serious progress. I could start making automatic farms for anything I desired.
Automation? There's automation in Minecraft? All right, let me tell you something. I am a slut for automation. Am I intelligent to the point where I'm very good at those games? Absolutely not. Do I love Satisfactory and get some kind of OCD pleasure from it? I do. I love those games. I'm not great at them, but I get a little bit farther every time, and that's what we work on, right?
There was just one problem.
Okay.
I was missing something.
What?
A vital resource that several necessary farms required. More lava. Villager trading opened up a lot for me. The diamond tools were just the start.
I'm curious about the pricing.
I was able to build a villager farm and get a very humane civilization going. And with villagers around, iron golems began to spawn.
Okay.
I took advantage of this and made a much needed iron farm. And
I feel a little bad about that one.
right as I completed that, I got super lucky with a wandering trader spawning right in my base.
Okay.
It was a revolutionary time.
Why?
But like I said, I still needed that lava. The one source block I had was nowhere near enough.
Okay.
Thankfully, Minecraft had recently added a renewable way to get more lava. Dripstone. By placing lava above some dripstone in a cauldron, the cauldron would eventually fill up, giving you unlimited lava. And
Oh, that's cute. Lava automation. I had no idea. I mean, I was aware about the dripstones. I didn't know they dripped lava that can make more lava. That's fascinating. Very cool.
And dripstone itself can be farmed too. It's the first domino in a Rube Goldberg machine of farms that would spark a new industrial era.
What the
and
fuck
all
am I
it would
looking
take
at?
is a single pointy rock.
Okay.
But how do you get this rock that normally only generates in deep underground caves?
Can I guess? Can I guess? Can you take your cobblestone and make a... No, that wouldn't work. Dirt. If you make a hole and there's dirt on the top, maybe... No. All right, never mind.
I'm stranded in the sky with nothing but a family of unusually well-treated Amazon employees. My first idea was to just check the villagers themselves. Surely with hundreds of new items available, at least one of them would be dripstone, right? Well, as a matter of fact, yes. A stonemason villager does trade dripstone.
Oh,
Great,
shit.
more lava. Done. Unfortunately, it's not quite that easy. The mason trades a dripstone block, which has no practical uses. I would need pointed dripstone to get the lava flowing.
I would have never fucking figured that out. I would have sat there for hours wondering why that's not working.
I couldn't use villagers, but there was a single way,
What?
and it was not a fun one.
Okay.
To obtain pointed dripstone, I would need to collect a seemingly random assortment of things. A bell, more obsidian, 10,000 building blocks.
What the fuck are you talking? It's gotta be a spawner kind of thing, right? Because I know monsters spawn in they have a distance, right? A distance and fire or some shit. So 10,000 blocks. It has to be something to do with something spawning in the distance, right?
And turtles. The bell and obsidian
Turtles.
were fairly easy. I traded with the toolsmith for the bell, and with the piglin for the obsidian.
Okay.
Now for the tough part. Obviously, I could mine 10,000 cobblestone from the generator.
Right.
That would have taken an entire stream, and nobody wants to watch that. So I got a little more creative. By building far up into the sky, I made a platform high enough that snow could accumulate. Combining the snow and a pumpkin, I made a companion. One that, if you fed shovels to, would spew out ungodly amounts of snow. In
Okay.
just under an hour, I had all the blocks I would need.
What the fuck are you talking about? All right, so snow generates at an altitude, which, yeah, I mean, a fucking course. I just didn't expect that to be a thing in Minecraft. If you go over a certain level, you get snow. He made a snowman. Once you trade with snowman, you get a fuck ton of snow. And if you're just trying to build masses, like a mass area, then you use what you can generate a fuck ton of with little to no effort, or more time friendly, I guess would be the better way to put it. My only concern now is I don't know if this is the kind of snow that can collapse, because I know sometimes there's the snow that collapses, maybe.
The only remaining hurdle was the turtles. Out here in the void,
Okay.
King Turtles was unlikely.
Do you go the opposite direction? Do you go down instead of up?
Turtles don't just fall from outer space. They only spawn on beaches. And there was zero chance I was ever going to find one of those.
Okay.
So I had to do something a little clever. Turtles are very intelligent creatures, you see. If I just built a beach in my base, they wouldn't be fooled by the facade.
Okay.
I needed a genuine ocean breeze.
Oh no.
So to find that, I went on vacation. Not in Skyblock, but a regular Minecraft world.
The fuck are you talking about?
Is that a massive beach? Beautiful.
This beach was perfect. If I had something like this in Skyblock, it would solve all of my problems.
Well, that's the case with everything. It's the whole world.
The thing is, this was my Skyblock world. Well, what it would have looked like if it had the blocks. This
Okay.
vacation world was generated using the same seed as the Skyblock world, meaning
Interesting.
every biome here would accurately mirror the biomes back in Skyblock.
Fair. Beautiful display, by the way.
If I ever required a specific biome for anything, I could always take a quick vacation to find what I was looking for. I marked down the coordinates and returned to the exact location in the sky, and sure enough,
Beach!
the ocean air still lingered, and I was able to flawlessly recreate the scenery.
Oh, interesting. So it's not quite the same thing as the altitude, like, but it's not, you know, it's not necessarily like once you get to this level, this thing spawns. It's more of like once you're in this vicinity of where this would have been normally, it's very, oh my God, that's weird. It's weird to think about, but technically, that's crazy. That means like, I'm not gonna go into it, but that's, hold on. So it just means that that area is coded for that seed to have, or to house that kind of environment. So that still exists even when none of that shit exists around it. That's okay.
After leaving it overnight, I was rewarded with the gift of turtles. I did need 2 turtles to get their eggs. While I waited for more to appear, I built a basic slime farm nearby.
Cute.
By the time that whole structure was done, I found a beautiful couple ready for action.
Cute.
With that, I had all the materials I would need to realize my dream of dripstone. I used the 10,000 snow blocks to create a massive 100 by 100 platform, with a bell in the middle, a wide portal underneath, and a single turtle egg to distract any piglins that happened to spawn in the portal frame.
Oh, a piglin farm?
This enormous build was created for one purpose: to spawn a single mob at optimal rates and nothing else.
Okay.
Which mob? Well, we've seen it once before already. It's the savior of Skyblock, the Wandering Trader.
Oh.
In a casual playthrough of Minecraft, Wandering Traders are rather forgettable. They
Okay.
kind of just show up, the llamas spit at you, and
Yeah.
the trades they offer are mediocre at best.
Yeah.
In Skyblock, however, these merchants are the lifeblood of the world, being the only way to acquire new sapling types, crops, sand, and, of course, pointed dripstone.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I know they usually trade random bullshit, but in a game where you kind of need some random bullshit, that's what you would want, right? Because when you're out in the world, if you're doing this speed run or like some other kind of challenge, you're like, all right, you're selling a bunch of random bullshit. I don't need any of this stuff ever. But if you're in a place where you're like, I'll take literally anything. Well, I guess he's looking for something specifically, but that randomness is the wild card you need to be able to obtain the things that you need for your challenges or the things. So like that dripstone block that you would never bat an eye at is now the main thing that you need from him. And he has a percentage of a chance to sell that kind of thing. So that's why you want to make a farm to have increase the chances of finding that bitch. Fascinating.
This Wandering Trader farm was necessary because they spawn so damn slowly. On average, taking 5 real-world hours for just 1 to appear.
That's
That's
crazy.
with the farm. The worst part about all this, though, is that it's still only a 10% chance for one to have the dripstone trait.
That's crazy. At least, if you are running this challenge and this is going to take a long fucking time, you start this up early enough. I think it was like roughly what, like 8 to 10 hours into his run, and this is gonna be like a long ass run. It will at least generate while you're going. You just need a lot of other shit to work on. Hopefully, you're not waiting for the lava, and you can like work on building like a wood. I guess a forest. I was gonna say a wood farm. It's just a fucking forest. Or working on some other capacity and just keep checking in from time to time.
This farm built, I could keep Minecraft running overnight, and while I slept, Wandering Traders would meander into the farm and jump through the nether portal for safekeeping to be checked in the morning. It still took 3 full days to get the trade, but at long last I could do it. I instantly
49, 54 hours? That one cut was 5 hours?
got to work making a dripstone farm, and after AFKing for 1 more night, I had enough stalactites to make an automatic lava generating contraption. The next morning,
What the fuck? That's sick. I don't know how this works at all to any capacity. I've never used a piston. Is that what that is? That's what I want to call it, at least, to any capacity. This is crazy. It's a little goddamn train right there.
I was presented with a most magnificent sight.
Yeah.
I had more lava than I would ever need. It was a huge relief.
That's fucking
I
crazy.
no longer had to rely on the sole lava bucket I found in that chest so long ago.
Yeah.
But more importantly, I now had the capability to advance into the industrial era, as I could finally create the machine.
Oh, fuck.
To truly take Skyblock to its limits, I couldn't keep standing around mining cobblestone or waiting for turtles to spawn.
Sure.
I needed to be more efficient than
Yeah.
that. Otherwise, I'd be here for the rest of my life.
You
I
would
needed
be.
to start automating more things. Well, not just more things. I needed to automate everything. I wanted an unlimited stockpile of every resource.
I didn't know you could fucking do this. This is crazy. I think I would love this, but boy, do I need a beautiful Google Doc or PowerPoint presentation on how to do anything. Because again, for me, learning how to automate something is so satisfying. I love the point where, like, once you get something perfectly automated, it's just like you will now never have to make that ever again, and you could start working on something else. And then once you ever come back, you have a metric fuck ton of whatever you would need. It's a great feeling, and the fact that you can automate everything in this is, I didn't know it was possible.
At my fingertips at all times.
Yeah.
And I figured out a way to do that. It'd be a grand device that would leave me wanting for naught. One machine that provides almost everything I could ever need.
Okay.
Experience, iron, gold, redstone,
Sure.
lapis lazuli, emeralds, obsidian, and so much more.
Lazuli. Never called it that.
But to construct a machine of this magnitude, I would need an immense amount of materials at
Okay.
a scale previously unseen. And what exactly would I need to build it? Well, here's the list. Oh, wait. I just needed 2 more things? Well, that's not bad at all. Well, okay, I can get powdered snow, that's fine. Oh, 1 more farm wouldn't be so bad. Wait, how would I even get... Oh, I have that
That's
one.
fucking crazy. Oh, see, this is the thing. That's what I'm telling you. Scripting is crazy important. It's such a perfect skill to have for this kind of thing. I'm telling you, my first one is not going to be anywhere close to this. But I mean, if I can get some kind of decently paced video like this, I would be happy with it nonetheless. All right, but like the graphics, the effects, just like coming back and be like, it's the fact that like you probably wrote the script and then you brought this bit in afterwards that still like showcases what your goals are while being entertaining, while also kind of taking a break from like the actual gameplay. I'm ranting. It's just creative decisions. Very awesome. Anyway, that's fucking crazy.
Well, looks like I have my work cut out for me. And honestly, it took like 80 hours to do all this stuff.
80
so
hours.
I'm just going to give you the highlights. And again, if you're liking this and want to see more, please subscribe if you're not already.
I'm gonna look. How hard is it to make a cobblestone farm minecart? Coral fan. Do we get coral today? All right. Fingers crossed. This is actually a warm ocean. We'll see. Deep lukewarm ocean, baby. Let's.
That is so cute, though. Like, all right, so this is what I think I love about these kind of things, is that, like, you have an audience that's willing to watch you farm snow, gravel, wood for 137 goddamn hours. Adorable. Adorable. Would be honored.
Let's go. Oh, hey, look. Coral fan.
Little
All the
checklist.
colors. Let's go.
So
But this is
good.
the cobble farm. It generates about 35,000 cobblestone per hour, which
I was about to say, I'm like, how the fuck did you get all that land? And I'm like, I think this is a blueprint. I think this is a seed you type in, and you can just, because this is kind of like Satisfactory in a way, where you can like, well, I guess it's not quite the same, but like you can get a blueprint from somewhere else and pull it up, and you can just look and see how it works. And that's why I assume this is because of all that grass that's all over the place.
you know, I think will be enough. And I built it with iron blocks because that's the blocks we have the most of right now.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a nice, simple design. And by simple, I mean compact, and basically every block has a purpose. Oh my goodness, it's almost ready. Let's go grab like 1,000,000 lava buckets.
Okay.
And by 1,000,000, I mean like, I think we need 12. Good. Okay, so the machine is off. And when I place
Is
this
this Donkey Kong Country? This is Donkey Kong Country, right?
in, nothing should happen. Okay,
crazy.
next step,
Okay.
we need to turn on this machine.
Yeah.
So now the cobblestone should start generating. Now we have the moment of truth. Did I
Okay.
forget anything? I don't think I did. It's working!
That's nuts.
I think, as long as we see one more. Let's go! Oh, the cobblestone makes it down. We can check this off the list.
That's crazy. I know he didn't go into like the specifics of how that shit works, because like looking at it, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to process. But the fact that like you can have something automate to create the TNT, to then move the TNT to a place, to drop it, to activate it, and to have something that makes the cobblestone spawn, right? And then it blows up the cobblestone to. That's.
Let's go! You can start farming powder snow. Oh, that's true. We actually do need powder snow for magma cube farms. Okay, I'm gonna make a bunch of cauldrons now and place cauldrons up here too.
Okay.
We will be able to get powdered snow. We just gotta wait a long time,
Ugh.
apparently.
Oh, I didn't think about using a water elevator. That's actually genius. Because then you can use more verticality in there, and you have a lot more room. You know, if you can go up, you double the space. It's more than double, but you know what I mean.
Is this full? Nope.
That's fucking.
Bruh.
That's gonna take a long time, dude.
Why does this take so long?
Okay. So all right. So one bucket gets you how much though, and how much do you need is the question.
We have our first powdered snow. Let's go. Gold farm. How
Oh,
long
I
does
didn't
it take to
even think about that too. I saw he had the armor set on, but it was like kind of different. They were all over the place. You can make an armor set that has the stats on it that would help you with other shit that you're processing, right? Because usually when you're just playing the generic Minecraft, you get stuff that increases your damage or your defense or something like that. But there is stats or abilities that do help with econ or some other stuff, right? So like you can basically, I guess while you're playing this for 68 hours, you can like try to look for that stuff to help you, just help your goal in general. Fascinating. Again, sorry.
get enough magma blocks to make a good piglin farm? Because for every magma block, I need 2 blaze rods.
Okay.
We might have to make a magma cream farm. A magma cream farm is literally exactly the same as a slime farm, right?
Okay.
You just build it in a basalt delta. I think
Build it in a what?
probably making a nice little shape like this
Okay.
will kill them, right? It would be ideal if we had a few more.
Okay.
We can fill it up later. Okay, let's see how this goes. Wait. No! Wait! No.
What?
You've got to be kidding me. We waited 20 hours for that snow.
I don't know why I feel like I'm in trouble. All right, so I guess he assumed those signs would keep the lava back? Is that what that was? Because I know sometimes things interact in a weird way like that, so maybe you just wanted the lava to be around the snow, so it would spawn the floating bitches, and then they would slide into the snow and kill them because water puts out fire, maybe? I don't know. Does that work on them? I never thought about that.
Using iron golems to kill them work? I don't think they can hit the golems. Unless that one feels like jump.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. There's one last idea. This will be the loudest farm in existence, but it might just do the trick.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
I've made a mistake.
Yeah, you think so?
Honestly, I think this is faster than snow. It's gonna take, what, 300 minecarts? Back to Skyblock.
Okay.
Oh, this is scarier than I expected.
It is, but at least it's working. All right, I would accept that. I would have anxiety, but I would feel good. I'm like, okay, at least they're spawning in. That's a step up.
This farm is a little more efficient than I thought it was gonna be. All right. The farm is officially done. The reason why we're doing this? 1 stack of magma blocks. Okay, wood farm. I need to, you know what? Let's just look up a wood farm design. Most of these farms use honey. I think we have to do a honey farm first. Oh, would you look at that? Bees.
How? Hold on. How the fuck did you do that?
Most of these farms use honey. I think we have to do a honey farm first.
No, you need to hold on 2 fucking seconds. All right, so you have a certain tree that's surrounded by flowers. I don't know if those flowers in that position would make a difference, but he's obviously putting a tree in between a cross of flowers and then using bone meal on them to make it grow, which instantly spawns one of those. I think it is the flowers. I think a flower has to be surrounding a tree when it grows to summon a beehive. Interesting.
Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah.
Bees.
Bees.
2 bees. We can breed bees with that. Oh, no. We may need to make a cage for the bees. Come here.
That would have fucking broke me, dude.
You stupid bee.
Yeah. Be careful.
No, I have flowers.
Of fucking course that happens, dude. Every goddamn time you need to keep something caged in. Whenever you make like a little cage for your stupid farm animals, the second it opens up, they fucking run out of that bitch. I don't know if they're programmed to do so, but I just feel like it happens every single time.
No. Come back here.
Boop, boop, boop.
No.
Boop, boop. Okay, cool.
Hey.
Oh my god, that's such a pain in the ass. Why don't you make a little doorway? Would that work? I don't know.
Come here. Stop climbing the ladder. No.
That's crazy.
Stop. No.
Look, they're all going at the goddamn. I'm telling you, something's coded in their psyche to leave if they can leave.
No. They're just all gonna murder themselves.
Yep.
Stop it. Stop. What? The pig is doing parkour. What the hell? What is going on? How did the horse get on the roof? The llama's gone for a swim. This is a disaster. This is pure chaos. Yeah, imagine
That's
if I punched
fucking-
one of them. How
I didn't even think about it. If you accidentally hit one, you are fucked.
fast would I die if I punched one of the bees? It seems I've made some of them mad.
Oh, you think so?
No, we just need to wait for nighttime. Oh, wait. Are they all going in? Okay, so let's build a little platform in the nether for this bee farm. Why?
In the nether. Okay, so when they go to sleep, I didn't realize when they go to sleep they go in the beehive. It makes absolute sense. I just never processed it or even seen it happen in real time. Interesting. So while they're in there, if you break down the beehive, they're still in that beehive. Okay, cool.
A honey farm in the nether? Because the bees don't sleep in the nether. Drop.
Oh, you... That's fucking crazy. I mean, I guess there's no nighttime in the nether, but there's also no daytime, but I didn't think you're doing it just to make them so they can never rest. That's so fucked up.
The dispenser has to go to the next beehive. Basically, it's just gonna be a really long loop. Alright, it's working. It's on. Oh my god! It's working! Time for honey blocks.
What the fuck?
6 honey blocks. Honey farm, checked.
That's sick.
Now we can do the wood farm. 10,868 oak logs per hour. Yeah, that sounds like it'll be enough. Alternate slime and honey. Got it, boss.
Okay.
I can't... Wait, can you not jump on honey? This is the first time I've ever interacted with honey in any meaningful way. So yeah,
That's fair.
these are basically leaf crushers. So it'll destroy the blocks, but it'll let the saplings fall. That's...
It'll destroy the blocks, but it'll let the saplings fall? What the fuck? Alright. It's the interactions between the certain placeable objects and the other objects around it. That's what I'm saying. Like someone had to learn that, hey, that tree is surrounded by 4 flowers. Hey, if you put little gates on honey and slime, it breaks the shit down, I guess. It's just a lot of fucking around. This game has been around for what, like 20, 25 years maybe? And like this is what... When people are passionate about something, there's going to be a whole fucking wiki about it. And the wiki about this thing can be a fucking Guinness World Record of something, I'm sure.
I think the reason...
Because didn't someone make a game in Minecraft? We're moving on. That would be a long topic.
For this. Ah! What the
Oh.
Alright, now we need to build a TNT duper. I'm very scared, but I think we test it.
A duper. A duplication? You can clone shit in this? Is that what all this automation's revolving around? Is making one thing and then allowing it to be duplicated into something else? Or... wait, no, he's had to have this already, wouldn't he? Because this is what you would need for the cobble farm, for him to have it send up and then fall down, right?
Perfect. Let's test it out. All right, so I believe all I need to do is flick this lever
Okay.
and then hold right click.
What the fuck?
Not too, ow, I turned you off. Stop it. I mean, that's pretty good.
That's
very
crazy.
loud, but our fully automatic tree farm is complete.
That's crazy.
Oh, right. I ran the automatic wood farm until we ran out of bone meal. I think the first thing we need to do today, we need to make a bone meal farm. Actually, you know what? We need coal and bones. Why don't we just make a wither skeleton farm? We want blazes to spawn as well, because if we can do a blaze and wither skeleton farm, we're going to make it so magma cubes can't spawn, but blazes still can. I
Okay.
think we're just going to start with 2 layers and see if that's enough. Wait. Oh my god. We got
Okay, so, all right, so you want to make a farm that specializes in one specific enemy. So what I would think you would have to do is make a thing. Okay, all right, let me process this real quick. You have to make a thing that summons all things. Then you have to make some kind of bait or area that only that one thing could go through that you need to get. So if you need to farm blazes, since they levitate, maybe you make a longer gap or something that they can only fit in, and then you have a attractor. Not like a tractor, but something that attracts something. So they all want to go to that direction. And the things that you don't need would fall off, die, or go somewhere else or into its own little container. And the things that you do want would go to the direction that you would want. It's almost like, I saw this on TikTok the other day. It's almost like the sheep. I saw this guy organizing sheep. And it was just a gate. And he would move the gate. He's like, all right, adults go that way. The children go this way. And you would just, it's an automated version of one of those. Is that a good way to describe it? I don't know.
a wither skeleton skull. 100% we're going to die doing this.
Okay.
Without a doubt, we are dying. But maybe not.
That's crazy. Okay, good hit. You need to prioritize defense over everything here. All right, you take one shot and then you block or you swing, whatever you have to do. You got cocky right there.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
A ghast? Almost there. Because, yeah, once we're done this, what I'll do is I'll make a funnel at the bottom.
Okay.
To, like, push mobs towards the center.
Okay. Kind of like what we were talking about a little bit. If I was doing like any kind of like aerial construction here, I would always have like a water bucket, I guess, on me and just put it in the center. So if I do fall, at least I can angle my fall towards that direction and maybe it could save me at the last second. I don't know. Is it contingency? Could you even have that much air control? I don't know. I don't think I've ever fallen that far intentionally.
This farm is so inefficient. It is actually awful. I mean, our farm is done.
I'm sure it's significantly better than anything I would have made.
To check it off.
After many long streams, it was time. I could commence the construction of the machine.
Oh?
At the machine's core was an enormous gold farm. I started by using the magma
You made that?
to create a series of circular platforms that only zombie piglins could spawn on.
Okay.
At least that was the idea.
Oh my. These.
With that finished up,
Fuck the gas, bro. Fuck the gas. There's no. I'm sure if that was me in that situation, I would have had an hour-long rant about those fucking pieces of shit at that point. Excuse my language. I need to get better at it, but still, I would have some words for sure.
I now had an outrageous stream of experience, gold, and flesh. I created a simple sorting and storage system for the zombie drops and added the next necessary section,
Okay.
the Congregation of Clints.
Okay.
By gathering like 1,000 piglins and naming them all Clint so that
How did you name them all Clint?
they don't despawn, I created a trading facility that could automatically convert all my gold into the ever-useful piglin barters.
Oh.
There was only one complication.
How? No. Hold on. We're not moving on yet. What the fuck? How did you do that? Did you guys see that? Well, I mean, I'm sure anyone that's watching this video and also has made it this far, you guys, you're here for the Minecraft majority, unless you're my fan first, and then you're coming here just because I reacted to something, which, hey, I love you, all right? But that's, hold on. All right, back farther.
Despawn, I created a trading
You throw in gold or you have gold automatically dropped in, and now you have this device at the top of it that magnetically pulls all the shit that they trade?
facility that could automatically convert all my gold into the ever-useful piglin barters. There was only one complication. With this many pigs trading that much gold, it created a lot of items. I
Right.
needed some way to organize and store all these thousands of items produced every second.
Thousands?
I needed an absolutely massive sorting array. Now, if I was good at redstone and stuff, I could have probably built this with minimal resources.
Are you not good with redstone stuff? You made a duplication for trees. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? If you're not good at redstone, how the fuck is this done with someone that's good with redstone? I am almost interested to learn, but I don't think I have the mental capacity to do so. But I am interested.
I'm sure there'd be some fancy way to move this stuff around with mine carts or bring it into the overworld and use water streams or something.
Oh,
The thing is, my tiny little brain could only think of one
it's
solution
a little water slide. You can do that. Items can go through the portal?
at the time, and that was to use thousands upon thousands of hoppers. This monster of an item pipeline took an absurd amount of time and effort, but after a few incredibly boring streams of just placing hoppers,
Yeah, but the thing is, people like these. You obviously have a fucking beautiful little fan base there that will watch you set these things up. You have people that are like doing some crazy IRL shit, having some massive events, and you're here setting these. Well, I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck you call these things. For hours, you've been playing this for 102 hours. This is the fucking dream right here. Some people are gonna watch you do some boring shit. Props to you, dude.
it was done, and it was beautiful.
It's generating stuff.
Okay.
All of this stuff is getting put in here. It's sorting everything.
Okay. So my question now is, there was this problem I would have when I would play automation games, mainly Satisfactory, because that's the one I played most recently, is once you have something that generates everything in that area and goes basically streamlined, what happens when your storage is full? Sometimes I would have another storage that would go somewhere else, or maybe I would send it into like a thing that destroys them just to keep it flowing. But in this case, all of these, you have a limited amount of storage, correct? So once all those are stocked up, what's going to happen to that little mess that's getting magneted up, right? Will it end up lagging out your game? Do you have a system where it does, like, if this is full, it'll just drop the access into the open void below you? Will it even, like, do they despawn if they fall far enough? Or will it eventually destroy your game at some point? I'm interested.
It's done.
This beautiful creation was only half of the machine, though. The other half was a bit more ominous.
Why the fuck is it scary? Don't make this scary. I thought I was safe here.
By this point in my Skyblock experience, I had formed a respectable community, some healthy livestock, a group of humanely kept villagers,
Sure.
and 1,000 pigmen, sealed in a glass box, forced to watch their reanimated family members melt by the thousands. Looking back at this beautiful, cruel machine I had conceived,
Sure.
it makes total sense that
What the fuck does that do? What is your pendulum system up here? You have a cart going back and forth on a little ramp. That has to be some kind of time activator, since obviously there's nothing that's spawning on top of that or in that cart itself. When it goes over certain areas, that has to activate the thing below it, or maybe those items. Oh, or maybe that's the thing that gets pulled up, and that cart drags it to the filtration systems when it goes over either one. Interesting. I don't know, but it's got to be one of those two, right?
cult formed around it, with this aura of insanity.
We've been watching this for a fucking hour. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. As you could tell, I like learning about stuff that's random and I will probably never remember to begin with, but it's pretty cool.
That lingered around the machine. It was only a matter of time before some of the weak-minded villagers became corrupted.
Why?
They had turned into zombies themselves. No matter how many times I purified them, they would always turn back. Their desire for the undead was unwavering, and I found only one solution to keep them contained. Quarantine them at the machine, let them gaze upon the pigs, and feed them the rotten flesh they worshipped.
What the fuck?
It turned into a daily ritual, taking the flesh and offering it to them. In return, for their appeasement, the Council of Randy made me richer than
I know this is a bit, but you're doing this for a specific reason, and I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This seems extremely psychotic. But if it helps The machine?
I could ever imagine. Emeralds, redstone, glowstone, lapis.
Yeah?
I was set.
Okay.
The machine was complete.
Okay.
After 130 hours of streaming, I now had unlimited access to nearly every useful item in Skyblock.
Very cool.
And there was only one thing left to do. The hard part.
Oh no. That wasn't the hard part. The first 130 hours doing this challenge is not the hard part.
Like I promised in the title, I was taking Skyblock to its absolute limit.
That's fair.
And to do that, I needed to complete every possible advancement.
Sure.
On version 1.0,
I forgot about the challenges. You're right. I did kind of forget that. I got it really sucked up in the automation. That is my bad.
18, there are 95 advancements.
Okay.
Of those, I had only completed 38 up until this point.
Okay.
I had a lot of work to do. So let's speedrun a few of them.
Okay.
Okay, let's do sniper duel and bullseye. I'm not moving at all. This is BS. Bruh. Okay, screw this. Trapdoor. Check this out.
No.
There we go.
Okay.
We now
I don't know what the fuck just happened, but sure. Good job.
need to kill a skeleton from really far away. Stay far away. Stay. Yay!
Okay, cool.
We got sniper duel. Let's go. Not quite 9 lives. That is super easy. Let's do that one. All right, so we got respawn anchor.
I'm sure a lot of these are more impressive when you know what the fuck you're doing. I know he's kind of describing like hang a bullseye or killing a skeleton, but also you have to remember this logistics and like how to spawn one skeleton in a safe space for him to do so without spawning other things that could fuck up anything he's doing. So that's more of also what I'm thinking about.
Then we'll charge it to full.
The fuck
Not
is
quite
that?
9 lives. There we go. Oh wait, we can get. Check this out. We're gonna get an advancement right now. Boom, boom. Leather boots.
Sure.
Powdered snow. Ready for an advancement? Let's go. Take a strider for a long ride on a lava lake in the overworld. Can we do that one? Because we can't get warped fungus. A zombified piglin that spawns as a strider jockey holds a warped fungus on a stick. We're gonna make a lava field and
The fuck? Did you just say to me?
zombified piglin that spawns as a strider jockey holds a warped fungus on a stick.
That's crazy. Spawn rates, dude. It's percentages and spawn rates. Okay. Again, I just would have been like, oh, maybe you just can't get that challenge in this. He's like, no, you could do it. Actually, if there's a 0.5% chance that if you spawn a piglin in the underworld, the nether, whatever the fuck it's called, and then it's actually next to 12 blocks of lava, and it's on top of a bunch of mushrooms or some shit like that, and there's actually a 3% chance of spawning a certain mushroom, that if you feed that mushroom, there's a 20% chance that it'll turn into this thing. And then you make it. And then you make it.
We're gonna make a lava field and try and get one to spawn then. Oh, here's our first one. We kill his ride.
That's crazy.
He'll swim to me, right? Or not. We'll grab leads then. How many piglins do you need? On average, we'll need about 10.
Okay.
We got one! Warp fungus on a stick!
Cute.
Let's go! It's not letting me use it though. Are we gonna get the advancement for traveling 50 blocks in the overworld before we get the advancement for riding a strider? Oh, this boat has legs. There we go. Oh, we got it. Feels like home.
That's crazy.
Nice. Let's get the one where you have to travel an insane distance. So we need to go 7,000 blocks in the overworld, which is, what, 800 blocks in the nether?
Just in general? Because if so, then you could just make it basically your little pendulum thing, but longer form. And then you just sit in the cart while it goes back and forth for fucking ever. And then you just eat lunch, I guess.
Wait. Uh-oh. Don't you dare fall off. Here we
I
go.
thought it fucking fell.
Hey. Okay, see ya. Let's do those were the days and war pigs next.
Sure.
All right, so let's go get some blocks then. Boom, 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 boom. We'll need to bring a chest as well to loot. What? Okay. All right, here we go.
I guess the only thing I would have asked for here is just like a little descriptor of like what exactly you would need. Like he had a beautiful system of like a checkboard for like what you need to do for your farms. For the challenges, I just would have loved a little pop out, boop, a little bit of like, oh, this is what this is kind of thing. Unless it's just more common knowledge, which it's just a me problem. It's a skill issue. But like, just for someone that doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about half the time, it would give me a little bit more information.
The Bastion. Yay! We got the Bastion. Let's go. Okay. Now. Okay, wait, what? It's impossible. The advancement conditions in the source files are generate container loot. That's so unfortunate, dude. I thought we could just place a chest down. We could try and do Star Trader now. What is the easiest way to get a villager up in the sky? We could do flying machine. Oh, God.
What the fuck do you mean, flying machine? Do you have this dude on a leash?
You could survive. You'll be fine. How high up does this go? This high. Okay.
Okay. Now what?
We did it! Star Trader! Space program!
That's so fucked up.
Alright, now we need to get the survival fall from the top height to bedrock, right?
Sure, sure.
The freaking bees! They didn't go to the void. They're hovering over it. Alright. We're at the build height limit. Here we go. Woo!
Isn't that crazy when you watch something like this? When you watch like a high-speed fall, like you see the thing that he's next to, like go like it's flying up, and at some point it has the speed at which it feels like it's going in the opposite direction.
Void. They're hovering
Hold on, let me see if I
over
can
it. Alright.
pick it out.
We're at the build height limit. Here we go.
All right. Max speed, and then yeah, now it stops. It feels like you like you slow down for like a second or some shit.
Woo, boing.
How you gonna get back?
Boing. Next night, I'm gonna change it to hard, and we're gonna get 2 birds with 1 thing. Here's how to do this advancement. You get 2 phantoms stuck in a boat, right? You do
Sure.
it twice with a diamond axe. You go 1, and you go 2.
Okay.
This diamond axe has sharpness. 1, 2. Make sure
Okay.
it's fully charged. 1. That's the boat.
Yep.
God damn it. 1, 2, 1. That one I had already hit. Okay.
I feel
am
this.
in extreme pain. I'm just
Yep.
gonna try it. I'm just gonna try it. Screw it. Just go. We got it!
Okay.
Let's do I Spy. Yeah, why not? We're gonna do what they do in speedruns and just use a calculator. Gosh, it's like probably 2,000 blocks.
Is that what I was supposed to be doing? Is using a calculator? For what? What am I adding? What am I adding? What am I supposed to know that I didn't know previously?
Away? I don't exactly know. Alright, spooky as ever. Let's throw 1 eye. 21 blocks away. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. That's I Spy. We don't have any AFK mob farms around here anymore. Copper farm we could start. Copper farms are really, really easy too. Just fill up a square with flowing water. This
That's
thing's
crazy.
amazing. Seems like it's working. That's why we made a drown farm. 1, 2, 3, 4 tridents. All right, it's time. 2 more advancements. 1. Wax on. Wax off.
What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean whack? What are you even doing with the copper block? Would you put honey on that shit? And why are you waxing it? What does that do for it? What properties does that change? I don't.
First lightning rod.
For a different,
Wait,
for a
oh my
different
god,
video.
wait. If this is a thunderstorm, then we can get another advancement right now. Because we have channeling. Let's go.
Okay. A throwaway joke. You threw a thing, so I'm assuming it's just throwing a scepter, a trident at something. Very, very frightening. Because you summoned something, and Surge Protector was the lightning portion of it.
Okay, well, I got 3 advancements in one go there. I have no idea which 3. So I got throwaway joke, and I got very
Oh,
frightened.
wait, hold on. You pulled it up.
Advancements in one go there. I have no idea which 3. So I got
Throw a trident at something. Note, throwing away your only weapon is not a good idea. Okay.
throwaway joke,
And strike a villager with lightning. Crazy.
and I got very frightening. But I also got protect a villager from an undesired shock.
How the fuck?
Protect. We could totally do Uneasy Alliance today if we really wanted to. Wait, is that portal not big enough? Well, I guess we're gonna find out.
Okay.
He went through, okay. Here we go.
I had no idea you could send them back over. That's crazy to me. Do they even survive in the overworld? Well, I guess they do. They have killed you.
Well, we got Uneasy Alliance. But we have a problem.
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, we got Uneasy Alliance. First try too. First guest. Let's do some adventuring time biomes. Keybind, sneak, toggle. So I'm just gonna do this. Bang, so my pinky doesn't get tired.
Yep.
And now we
Probably a smart idea because I never do that, and I probably should be doing that more often because there's a lot of times I have died from not toggling it, and I get a little tired, and maybe I lift it up a little bit just to kind of rest it, and maybe I fall off the map because of it. Sure, it happens to everybody, right?
just do this for 600 blocks. 6. Oh, toggle crouch was still on. This should be the
Fuck.
final biome. One of the biggest advancements. Adventuring time. Hey, where's my advancement? Hey!
Sick.
There it
It's
is.
actually a cute little achievement title.
The last biome. Every biome kind of looks like the void to me, but whatever. Our ballistics should be pretty easy. We just got to jam a bunch of mobs into a hole. So there's an
Okay.
armor stand, a sheep, and a pig in there. And then we're going to drop a tropical Can you not?
What is this fucking chat? You have 3 different people in this shit, and you're dropping a fish in there. What are you talking about?
We're going to drop a fish and a tropical fish in. I don't know where the fish are. But we got it!
What the fuck?
Woo! 2 types of fish, an armor
Also, Small Ant 1, where's Small Ant 0?
stand, a sheep, and a pig. Complete catalog, which is tame one of every cat. Black cats may only spawn during a full moon.
Wait, did you make a, is this your achievements? Just so you can see them more physically without having to check your menu? Is the menu that annoying to work with?
Catalog, which is tame one of every cat. Black cats may only spawn during a full moon. Wait, is this a full moon? Oh, it was a full moon. Every night until another full moon hits, we have to just sleep through it. Unless a cat spawns like right now. Wait, I heard a cat. No shot.
That's crazy.
It's a black cat. We tamed a black cat. Oh my god.
Actually fucking wild. The little pss in chat.
First try.
Yeah.
There's another one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 already. And the hardest one, the black cat's already done. Nice. I like this cat color. This is my favorite cat. New cat. Wait
Cute.
a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a cat. Is it
Why'd you make that noise?
2 cats? Are those the 2 cats we're missing?
Awesome. That's crazy. I guess I should have kept an eye on the actual time of what it took to kind of find those cats, but they came in fucking groves? A lot?
We got it.
You got those
Just
relatively
like that,
quickly,
I
I
was
think.
up to 59 out of 95 advancements done,
Fuck.
but there were still 36 left.
Okay.
How many of the remaining advancements could I really do? Well, let's take a look. First off, since the stronghold and the end portal doesn't generate, all of the end goals are off the table.
Okay.
And because I can't enter the end, that means I can't eat all the food or kill all the hostile mobs either.
Interesting.
I can get diamond tools and armor through villager trading,
Sure.
but not diamonds themselves, or netherite. So let's
Interesting.
get rid of those. And
Okay.
since certain biome-specific blocks and structures aren't available, we can toss out the spyglass, breed all animals, and bastion chest advancements.
Okay.
Finally, because there's no netherwort, which is the necessary base for all potions besides
That's
weakness, it's completely impossible to do the 2 potion effect related advancements.
Okay.
This leaves us with the 10 final advancements.
See, there's also like, all right, there's the knowledge of mixed. All right, I know that's a weird way to say it, but it's like the mixed, what you can and what you can't do, right? He learned that he's able to automate a factory of having the, making wood or spawning cats or like spawning those like guys with the fishing pole, right? So he knew that was possible, but these ones, how do you know at certain, like at what capacity do you learn of like, we cannot do these. There is no chance in hell that is possible. You know, when these other things that we assumed would be impossible are still possible. That's what also would drive me crazy.
Wait a minute. I could totally make a furious cocktail. I couldn't brew many potions, but that didn't mean I couldn't get their effects through alternate methods. Methods which conveniently completed a few advancements along the way. An easy way to get a lot of effects is through beacons. So I farmed some wither skulls at my fortress farm, built an impenetrable crying obsidian box, and went to town on some funky 3-headed demons.
Let's do it.
Why is there fish in there? Are
Well,
those
that was
pufferfish?
anticlimactic. Let me spawn them sideways. Give me a sec.
What do you mean sideways?
Apparently you can do it. Oh my, you can spawn them sideways.
That's funny.
What?
I don't know. I didn't even know you could make a wither thing. I know you can make a iron golem, So I just assumed you can make more things. He made a snowman earlier, but I don't know what the fuck a wither is.
There we go.
By building a bunch of beacons, that checked 3 more advancements off the list.
Okay.
And gave me 5 potion effects.
Sure.
Resistance, speed, strength, regeneration, and jump boost.
Okay.
I already had some fire resistance potions, and could make some weakness potions, so that's 2 more. For the remaining 6 effects, I had to get more inventive. To poison myself, I could eat a pufferfish I had bought from a wandering trader several months prior.
Okay.
For water breathing, I had a helmet I could wear from breeding all those space turtles. Invisibility potions are technically obtainable, as
So just getting the effects is your way of accepting not being able to make the actual potions themselves. It's honorable. I like that.
if you kill a wandering trader while it's drinking one, you have a 10% chance of it dropping. Night vision can be experienced if you eat a suspicious stew made with a poppy, and getting hit by a stray gives you slowness,
Okay.
which leaves only one effect: slow falling.
I'm trying to sit here and think like I have the option or knowledge to be able to do something like this. My way of doing this, if I had to do a little gimmicky way of slow falling, would be falling next to honey. Maybe is that a relation that works well, or maybe just in the water when you slow fall? Does that kind of count?
I searched the Minecraft wiki high and low for any way to get this effect.
Sure.
And found that there's nothing I could do to get around it.
Damn.
There is no food I could eat to give it to me.
Except
I had to find some way to get my hands on that potion, even if it was just a drop. And I found a drop on the tip of an arrow.
Oh.
I found that Fletcher villagers, when traded up to master level, have a 4.4% chance to get any one specific tipped arrow type trade.
Interesting.
So after a couple of trading sessions and a number of villagers joining the space program, I managed to get the final effect.
Yo! Let's go. We got one.
So then all you have to do is, I think there's a method where you shoot an arrow at a block, and then if you erase the block, it falls on you, right? And you get the effect from that, maybe?
3 other tipped arrow types to make things easier.
We have slow falling, night vision, invisibility, and then we have a slowness arrow. I think it's time. We're about to get every potion effect in the entire game.
That's
I'm
crazy.
nervous. I'm very nervous. Let's go. We did it!
That's crazy. So you actually get the achievement because of that. That's fascinating. I didn't think that was going to be effect based. I really thought that was just going to be potion based. Interesting, dude.
Woo! I forgot to get milk.
With this absurd, furious cocktail complete, there
What a fucking quote to end that part on.
were only a few advancements left, and by pursuing my final goal, they would all be completed.
Sure.
Almost everything I had done in Skyblock over those several months was for one purpose. Every day that I streamed, every structure I created, and every block I mined was building up to him. That adorable
Oh, that's right. The blue yeah, I forgot about that bitch.
amphibious boy.
Yeah.
A blue axolotl. And why is it so difficult to get this blue axolotl? Well, it's all because of clay. Axolotls spawn in lush cave biomes, on
Sure.
clay, and lush caves were easy enough to find.
Okay.
But clay is an
What do
unreasonably
you mean easy enough to find? You're in a world where nothing exists, technically.
difficult block to obtain in the sky.
I guess you would follow the same protocol as you would for the turtles, right? You'd find out in the actual world where the biome would be, and then you replicate water with the clay and maybe grass around it.
In this version, there was no way to make it or trade for it. You could only be gifted it by Mason villagers when you have the Hero of the Village effect. This meant
Fuck.
I had to complete a raid. So using the combined resources of everything, I built a raid farm, did some raids,
A raid farm. You can make a farm for raids.
and stood in the center of a summoning circle as the long-nosed masons threw clay all over my body. Now it was a simple matter of placing the clay and waiting for the axolotls to show up.
Okay.
And then build an entire tropical fish farm, make a couple hundred buckets, breed several hundred axolotls to get the red-blue variant.
Wait, we got one. We got a blue one. Where is it? I just saw it. It's right here. Oh my god.
All to get the perfect crowning achievement in this lonely world. A friend.
Cute.
And then a week later, Minecraft updated so you could easily turn dirt into clay. Oh my god, this whole playthrough was for nothing. Anyways, with a friend by my side, that was it. I had completed everything I could think of doing
That's
in
awesome.
Skyblock. The remaining advancements are all impossible. And
We're already at. Oh
there
my
isn't
god.
anything else I feel I need to do in this world. Unless, of course, I found a way into the end.
That's fair.
But I'll save that for a part 2, maybe. I streamed this entire 2000 Minecraft day endeavor, so thanks to all of you who watched live, and Sorry for not uploading a lot last year.
That's cute. That was a great video, dude. All right, maybe if I'm getting into challenge videos, maybe I don't watch a very, very good one. There's a lot to learn, but now I have a little bit of there's definitely a ceiling on where, like, hey, some people have a lot of resources and they're professional, they've been doing it for a while, so maybe I have to find my own, like, hey, this is pretty good for now kind of situation. But I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. This was a lot of fun, and if you want to see another one, please recommend more in the comments below. I would absolutely love to do more of these. Thank you so much for being here. If you guys like the content, subscribe to Madables for more reaction content. See ya.